forget about what we're doing. We don't know what happens, and I don't know how to play this ukulele. But I'm learning. I'm learning and loving. Okay, that's enough, guys. Hi, guys. Hi. Look, I didn't even have enough time to plug in my headphones. Okay, hold on. Let me get all this off. But come on, guys. Someday you're going to see me rocking out with this, and I'm going to be really good at it. I've never played the ukulele, but watch me, guys. Watch me. Here's knowing nothing, and we'll see where this goes. In fact, it can stay here in the meantime. Okay, hi guys. Okay, I'm going to bring everybody up. We're doing our little SPTV chit chat and catch up with Lara FM. And who do we have in the house? Who wants to guess who we have in the house? Oh, yeah, I forgot that you guys don't talk back. Okay, here is Selfless Self, Pearl Snappy, Liz Ferris, and Denver J.
All right.
Good evening, everybody. Good morning, maybe, or good afternoon.
Yes.
Yes.
Hola.
Hola. Hola. That's all, Liz?
Yeah, just that's the best I can do. Hola. You know, except when I was looking for DOJ and I was trying to be super slick about it. It's like, donde está DOJ? Or DOJ.
Oh,
DOA. For the love.
DOJ. I thought you were saying Denver J. Denver of J. DOJ. But you meant DOA?
Yes. Sorry.
Good job, Liz.
Yeah, that's going to be the super group, DOJ.
Defender of Justice.
Yeah.
How about we just say defender of J?
Correct.
Oh, maybe one day, you know, he's seemingly defending a lot of people out there.
In Denver or wherever. Just defend.
Wherever.
Exactly. Wherever my feet lay, my sandaled feet lay.
Okay, this feels really annoying. Gary Jackson is calling me. That is cute. I definitely can't answer right now. But guys, I feel like, oh, hello.
Oh, hello.
No, I just feel like I can't hear myself, which is so weird. I know that's weird, or maybe it's just my sinus infection, but I sound fine there, guys.
Yeah, you're sounding pretty good.
Is it really loud? That would be annoying, and then I really can't hear myself, and I'm yelling.
Coming through clear.
Okay, good.
I hear it.
All
Good
y'all
vibes.
are in like your dark mode. Do I need to tone my lights down? I mean,
shine your light.
I did.
Mother Nature has decided it for me, so please be in your brightness.
Well, I felt like Denver J was great, and then there's a little pop-up. I guess the blend with Liz and me on the corners is good.
Mm-hmm.
You guys up
Always
there are
wanted to
little
be put in the corner.
investigators. Pearl Snappy and Selfless Self.
That is too good.
Shoes.
Okay.
Oh my God, this is so fun. Okay, so for those of you guys watching, obviously you probably know who these all are. These people on this beautiful platform called the YouTubes. Pearl Snappy does her magic in Texas. I was gonna be so funny and say Dallas, but only Liz would laugh at that.
Do it all the time.
Austin, Texas, and Selfless has been going. Where did you start from? You came from originally Boston, right?
Right. Yeah. No, you got that right. And yeah, I went to Chicago and then Denver and then Austin and then Los Angeles and back to Austin and then yeah. And then where are we going? I think I'm going back and forth. Here.
I think Selfless Self is going to be playing drums for Lara FM at the Viper Room in Los Angeles on May 4th, 8 p.m. And
may
I
the
just
4th
think that
be with you.
May the 4th be with you on those drums.
All right.
That's going to be
very excited. And it's so exciting because it's like full circle because the first time I heard about Selfless Self was somebody who mentioned him through something, and then I heard another person in my chat mention, "Oh, this guy is like playing your drums to your songs," and I was like, "What? What is this?" I was like, "Who would dare take the time to do that?"
yeah.
And then I
Crazy
snuck in
person.
on. I think I snuck in on one of your lives as you were going, and I was like, "Yes! Oh my god, he's literally doing it right now!" And I was like in there, like, "No way, this sounds cool." And I know you were getting your microphone recording already, and I was like, I just know from all the shitty recordings and the things that I've done, I can hear when something sounds good, no matter what. Like
Right
whether
on.
I'm
Yeah.
hearing it right in the recording or not. So I just was like, oh
And-
my God. And then I have my few little nicks where I'm like, ooh, I hope he slows down on that part or whatever. But
right.
I couldn't even
Of course.
believe, I couldn't believe that I was like, so like, oh wow, he knows my songs. Like that was just really cool that you were just like, and not only do you know them, you really get what's coming from behind them, which I really, really like. So I'm very excited for Selfless Self to be fucking jamming with us at the
absolutely.
Vibe Room May 4th. That'll be dope.
The dopest.
And not only that, but so that's Selfless Self. That's, I just think that, oh, okay, Liz. Liz is ready for that
Whoa.
Viper Room party.
Hell yeah.
Or should we do like techno?
Oh yeah. That's awesome.
It's weird that they give you this techno lighting with the horns, which is normally like metal or
Yeah. Oh.
Hey,
I haven't upgraded
I
mine.
figured it out.
Clearly.
I learned how to do things on a computer.
I'm
Okay.
impressed, Liz. I'm impressed. I'm still getting there.
Yeah, the
So
computers,
Pearl
they're hard.
Snappy, Pearl Snappity Snap up on the toppity rizzity, or I guess some people's lifts. I don't know. So Pearl Snappy, I think, is just freaking awesome. From the beginning, I feel like the first time I heard about you again was, oh, have you heard of Pearl Snappy? And I was kind of like, what kind of name is that? Pearl Snappy? Is this like? It made me feel like, oh God, I'm gonna have to be arguing with some old lady or something. Like, oh, my name's Pearl.
My name's Pearl. I'm just here doing turbulate these here F Santos. Bless their hearts.
And
when I
listening
first
and
heard about
laughing.
you, I'll be honest, Pearl. Like you were calm, you were mellow, everything was good, and you were just kind of like roasting people on the side, and then you're just like, get in your cult, and literally almost pissed my pants. Like in that moment, I was like, holy shitballs, and then I had to be friends with you.
Yeah, no, of course. No, I love telling them to get in their cult. It's my favorite. And then being totally normal, going back to chat, just being like, oh, hey, thanks for coming in. Get in your cult. And then just being like, oh, thanks so much for your support. I'm so glad y'all are here.
I love that you said that, Pearl, because there's so many times where I'm like, oh, I'm literally yelling right at the phone and I already have a really strong, obnoxious voice. So I'm like, oh, I'm just so glad my chat loves me. And then I'm like, hey guys, how did that sound? Like, don't think I'm crazy all the time. It's just for this.
Right, it's just for the time.
Just this moment.
But also everyone who's come out to protest with me, they're just like, it is so much louder in person.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well,
be prepared.
That's right.
Be prepared. So is the Lara FM show, and it's also badass in person too. There's no recordings really, unless you have a whole room that's set up for the acoustics and everything. Not even like a proper iPhone won't like disregard the claps or the talkings and all the and no, you're not gonna just see it. But if your human ears are physically there, you're gonna love the fucking show. I get a little weird when I'm like posting videos from the show and I'm like, no, this isn't how it was or felt. And then everybody's like, this is amazing. And I'm like, well, then go see the show because then you'll just really be in love.
Right?
Yeah. Nothing beats the live experience, really.
Okay, so anyways, back to this. Pearl Snappy was making all these fucking amazing lyrics and shit to cut like 80s and 90s songs and stuff that I just loved. So I was like, okay, this is inspiring to a degree. And then I also really was drawn towards you because your intelligence level of just being really smart with a lot of things, you know, on media wise and internet things and, you know, fucking all that shit. And I just love that when it's nice to find somebody in that come from wherever they come from, and literally I don't even know your whole story. And I won't, right? I won't know your whole story. I don't think you're like, here's my
Until
book.
you come to Pearl Fest.
Yeah,
That we call between between May 8th and May 15th. I'm just saying we're calling it Pearl Fest.
I think,
right.
Liz, can I just ask you something on that? Are you going there to do your treatment thing?
Am I going to? No.
Not at all. You're just going, like, what is your
I'm-
intention other than to be amazing and awesome and going there? Is there any
One, I want to meet Pearl.
Yes, me too.
Okay, so one, want to meet Pearl.
I didn't wear these earrings for nothing.
Hell yeah.
Wanted to experience some of a biscuit.
Oh, look at that.
So 2, wanted to experience a lot
2,
of
you want to party
protesting. Well,
with balloons.
I'm a little old.
Liz, I can make you party. It's okay.
Yeah, same. It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
You know, there's ways to party without doing drugs or like whatever you think you're can't do. No, watch.
First of all, everybody, calm
watch
your
us.
titties. Calm your titties. Not everybody does the druggist.
Hold on.
Okay.
Hakuna Matata.
Until you get dizzy.
Yeah. Some of us are very proud of our sobriety.
I was literally validating you for that. Your needle is floating, and I'm very much for it. Just kidding. That's gross. I'm saying that me and Liz have already partied. We have already partied without Liz. We are fine. We are absolutely fine. Very much love that. Also, just want to be weird and say selfless self. It looks like there's like a just random person sitting next to you on your, just. No idea who that could be or why, but it just feels like why don't they ever come in and say hi? Oh dear. Okay. Anyway, so very excited for. So I am strongly thinking about making a quick trip. And selfless self, I don't know how fast you're coming back after Viper Room LA show to Austin, but I definitely think I'm gonna go. From the flying back on Sunday, but be there maybe Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Right on.
So that'll be fun. But before that is the Viper Room.
He's gonna have a gaggle of SP bitches.
I don't know what that. No, that probably doesn't mean that, does it?
What? Explain, Liz. What are you talking about?
A gaggle. And I'm like.
Nope, that's not a gaggle. That's a gargle. Or gargle, yeah.
No, you gurgling.
A group of geese.
Yeah,
female geese. Gaggle geese.
Okay.
Not to be confused with the ganders. I digress. That's everyone's science today.
So you mean Scientology geese?
That's right, indeed.
Scientologies.
That's right. Scientology gaggle.
Okay, wow, this is great. So again, back to Pearl. What I was saying is she's really funny, very entertaining, and clearly, and then I saw you on AA runs, and I was just like, okay, this person is way too easy to be comfortable and happy around. So I think I'm gonna be okay, literally. And I knew that I was able to. It's just really nice. I feel like I'm yelling again, and it's probably because I have a sinus infection. My ears are plugged, so these aren't doing anything. But I feel like there's like even Denver J. It is so nice to hear. Maybe that's why I have you guys all up here. Anyways, it's so nice to hear Denver J's voice. It is so soothing. He has his very own voice. I'm sure we all have our own voices, but mine at sometimes cannot be very fun to listen to, or again, can be very loud or crazy. For some people love it. And then there's some who probably could get fucking annoyed the fuck out of my voice. Totally fair. Don't listen to me. But Denver J's on the other, amazing. Like his voice has this like I don't know what it is. It's like this, like when he talks, I know, I'm sure you've heard this a lot, Jay, but so I just love learning the personalities and finding the deep comfort that and I've never met you guys in physical person, and literally not until Selfless. I've met Liz and Selfless, obviously, but I haven't met you. And I know
saved your life. No matter what the story says or comes out as, I saved her life.
I'm gonna let her have that if that's what she needs to move on in life.
I love it.
I was Buzz having fun with protesters, and her and another friend came out to search for me, being like, "Is she okay? What happened? Her phone died on her live stream at Celebrity Center." And I was across the street at Birds having drinks with the other protesters, and they came up like all like, "Are you okay? Hi, who are these people?" And I was like, I kind of was like, you guys, Liz, you guys need to take your anxiety and get the fuck out of here."
Yep.
And Liz was like, "I was worried about you." And I'm like, I said, if everybody did that about me, how many fucking people would be worried in the world every single time I go do something? No.
Yeah.
But it was a little
So,
worrisome because your
see,
phone
look,
had died.
now Liz is going back. Liz, you saved my life. I love you guys for showing up because something could have happened.
No, I was talking about I saved your life from cockroaches.
Oh, can we not bring up the cockroaches?
See, I saved your life. That was the story I was talking about.
So there was a big freaking cockroach coming toward us, but I'm a LA ninja. Hello, I don't kill bugs. I don't even like the sound of that crap, and I really do not like cockroaches at all. So I went to do a ninja fucking Uma Thurman jump away, and Liz smashed and it splat, and I just was like, "Why? Why did you do that?" And I got angry, like not angry. I got kind of psycho. I was like, "Oh, what the fuck was that?" And I was
It
like,
was.
"Wow!" Immediately, Liz was like, "Get your tiaras in." First of all, I was saving your life, and I was like, "Don't ever fucking do that again." Oh, anyways, it grossed me out. Okay, enough of the cockroaches. I don't like them. I don't like to kill them. I
Hey,
immediately
I
do that
sacrificed
fear
a pair
thing.
of Air Force Ones for you. I'm just saying.
She got her stomping in her Air Force Ones.
That's right. Well, you probably learned it from doing all the F Sciento hissy fits that I've seen, because it always involves a stomping of a foot and then pointing at me and normally a decibel reader, but
And also,
always the foot stomping.
Liz had a very high confront, I'm sure, of being in the Sea Org and having cockroaches around you a lot in the So I just my standards at the In Ranch Cadet
Right.
Org, we don't have cockroaches there. So, oh God, I'm just joking, guys. This is all very dark, dry sense of humor because I was at the ATA where there was full of cockroaches when I was a baby before I got
like,
there.
wait a minute. We know
it's actually
almost every place.
Yeah, it's actually a deep trauma. Cockroaches for me are actually a deep baby trauma. So I joke about it, but they actually internally freak me the fuck out. Like, this is not supposed to be happening and it's happening. And that is a child fear. Imagine a baby or somebody being like, "Oh my God, Mom, there's a bug." Like, somebody would always be like, "Oh yeah, get that out so there's no germs." That's a natural, I think, instinct in a human. Like, so I was like feared, like, they were bigger than me. It looked like they were bigger than me and a baby. And I remember those images in Vivian Jenner's class. One of our things as little baby kids would be to move the desks and the furnitures and the fridge and everything that was in these and hear them. And I would just be like, "Oh no." And we would have to kill them and we would have to do it. And so it was just, yeah, wow. Okay. Running my engrams on you now. Running my reactive mind. Are we in session yet?
Not
Okay, I'm going to stop with my dramatization. Back to the reason I have you guys up here because you're the only ones available. Just kidding. No, I just specifically picked that.
the D team. Is it?
Yeah. No, I'm giving us at least a solid double D.
Hey, I made the team at least.
Ooh.
Yeah, right.
Hey.
I'll take right.
Well,
That's fine.
So I am very deeply. So now back to, we're going to swap all through and from, because me and Liz, everybody knows, I'm sure that me and Liz have our own connection just because we have parents and we were in the Sea Org, et cetera, et cetera. What I'm saying about Selfless Self, Pearl Snappy, and Denver J is they've never been in Scientology whatsoever. In fact, had no real connection to it, like with them. Other than the stories that I've heard, like Selfless Self say he kind of knew about Scientology, right? You were saying, or I've heard you say in your streams that you had heard about it as a younger person and kind of was like skateboarding or things like that. I do remember this. So it feels like, yes, we do have this, what did we call that? The parasocial relationship at times. But at the same time, when I met you, Selfless Self, I was like, yeah, it's him. He is how he is. He's calm. He's wild. He's deep. He has a lot of intelligence. He's doing this for a way deeper purpose than most people even realize. That's what I think. That's what I feel about you. And
oh, thanks.
and I just love that. And I love that you love my music. Obviously, I'm being selfish
Oh,
and
absolutely.
I reeled you in on that one.
Cut. They cut. And I mean, you have clear intent. You've got the genuine article. And yeah, I'd like to see you stomp all over the country with it.
Yeah. Stomp.
That's I love see what he says. Like I love that stuff. Those are the people that I will have in my life. Like these are people that I'm like, that's what you want? Then we're gonna stomp. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, why not?
I love it. No, and I really
Yeah.
I can't tell you. I mean, I know that's yes, I am gonna make this is a catch up with Laura. I'm gonna make this about me at the moment. All these songs that you guys play and say like, oh, I love this song, or you ask like Jay's always asking about the lyrics, which is literally on my board. Finished lyrics for a website. I'm almost done.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's so dumb, but these are the little things that I think are so precious. But like, I didn't write these songs like recently, like some of them. I mean, Dark Side I did write, you know, a year and a half ago, which was great because it's so about how I was feeling like you can be what you want. And this was before protesting. I was just kind of like, but being things that you are not is gonna fucking make you exhausted and you're not gonna be able to sleep at night and you're gonna be crying in your fucking dorm and blah 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 blah, like making it so you can't sleep at night. Like I was just kind of like, well, you can, and then, oh, here in the outside world, you're allowed to flirt and be like, you can be, you know, you could be so great to whoever you want. Just be you know, that's the whole song. But so now I'm able, it's so weird. I always thought, and I just, you know, when you write a song, you're kind of like, at least when I wrote all these songs, I was just excited about being able to write music because I was told my whole life that you're probably not going to be a great artist or a star, especially because you're leaving the Sea Org to go do this. Haha, good luck. Like it was kind of like,
you'll be flipping burgers in no time.
Yeah, that was the thing. Yeah. And like, what the fuck is wrong with flipping burgers? That's like,
right. I had
just got
so
all
much
things
fun
twisted.
flipping burgers. If anybody has ever flipped burgers, it was so much fun.
Liz is not
I got some
joking.
flipping
When
burger skills.
when we were told that the worst job and that you're going to be degraded because you're going to be flipping burgers at McDonald's or at some hamburger joint, as they would say. And then when we were actually doing it, we're like, oh, well, this ain't so bad. Everybody's so nice to me. I'm getting paid. I guess I'll flip burgers then.
Right, and I make more than $47 than like
I'm like, I'm getting paid more than a day.
You know,
a day, right? I was like, wait, I'm getting a week's pay in 8 hours of fun cleaning work that I would have to like get paid, like, or beg to like, oh, can you please, you do that stuff, I'll do the dirty other stuff. I'm like, okay, I'm getting like, this is fun. This is the fun work. This is the public lines work that you would have to have good PR and credentials to be a waitress or somebody at a restaurant on the Flag Land Base or in Los Angeles or the cafe or like whatever it is. You have to have the skills to be able to act like you know all about restaurants and bringing into your Sea Org staff that are in the outside world or the Scientologists that do live in the outside world. So they have to have like a gourmet restaurant that really shows, look, we have high standards. It's so dumb. And these people are literally fucking brainwashed the same way as any other fool in the Sea Org. And I say fool in a very derogatory way. I mean it like they're being fooled. Wow. Somebody keep me on track. Where am I going with this? Oh yeah, my songs and the music. Okay. So 10 years ago, I was writing about like, here, mom and dad. My brother is in Narconon. He was fucking in Narconon after leaving the Sea Org and his whole crazy life that nobody knows about. But he was from Gold Base. Liz, like literally my brother was an MAA, a dishwasher, went all the way up to RTC trainee, got demoted, all under the executives at the fucking Gold in base, literally Golden Era Productions, which is also the headquarters or was at this time. And still is. They just don't want to.
They just don't want to admit it. They want to
so,
pretend like the secrets aren't there.
So, like things like I Love You, the I Love You song, I wrote that in fear. with somebody who was a Scientologist, the producer at the time. I don't know. I'm not going to say if he is or isn't, or I don't care. That's not what it's about. But with a producer that was a Scientologist at the time. And I had told him, I'm just writing this song. This is about my parents. And he was like, what can I, at the end of producing the song and everything, after we finished it, he had like, we kind of talked and we were talking about it in the studio in his place. And he said, he was kind of asking, I shouldn't even be saying all this, I don't think. But anyway, and this is 10 years ago, guys. So I guess it doesn't matter. Like whatever's happened since then. Right. But he was saying, because his parents and everybody are involved in very deeply in Scientology. Maybe I should just say it. Is he going to kill me? Are we not going to be as like, but this is one of the producers, the song I Love You, that song I wrote for my mom and dad and to my family. I was kind of like saying, I love you no matter what you do. I hold you I was trying to show them the utmost love through a song saying, I love you no matter what you do. I like almost in my psychic, like in my what do you call that? The unconscious being like, oh, maybe I'm telling them I am going to leave and I want you to know I love you no matter what you do. I hold you in your heart, in my heart for everything you've been through. And then I was telling my audience and the outside world, hold me up when I'm feeling down, hold me close when I'm all alone, keep me safe far from fucking home, because they're about to separate, like disconnect from me. And this song brought my mom and dad to tears. But this is a really cheesy, sad story because they were listening to it while my brother was at Narconon, like finishing his, which he's clearly fucking still struggling with today, like trying to be sober and shit. And it's just like, there he was 10 years ago. And I said, Mom, you have to put these headphones on and listen. And they did. And they all heard the song. And she said she was crying when she heard it. It's the best thing she's ever heard. But I'm like, why were you crying? All these questions that I can never ask her, right? Because it would be too intimate or too deep, or it would bring up, oh, I just wish I knew that, I wish I could have spent more time. Whatever was going through her head, even though it was very selfish of her thinking like you don't realize that this song and shit is about our family. It's about us. It's about like just being like, love is love. So I'm going to fucking love you no matter what. Cause I understand why you don't understand even what love is. Cause I know what you've been through. Anyways, wow. To go on a tangent. The thing I was saying is that I find that through the people that get to know me, whether it's the, streamers, the SPTVs, I feel like most of them immediately get me deeply with at least my intentions, trauma, passions through my music. And I wrote this stuff fucking 10 years ago or whatever. I'm saying 8 years ago, 5, like not yesterday, not like 3 months ago, that's what I'm saying is, and now it's coming up. It's just amazing how music and art can do that. And then now it's coming up and I'm like, oh yeah, sure. And it's like, oh yeah, I have the permission now to say, yes, you're allowed to use my music, where I would always be the effect of that of, oh, I really want to play this like, Crazy Town song or this Madonna song or something, this Prince song or the We're Not Gonna Take It. And I can't because I'm going to get copyright striked or, it's just all this is like people do. You should do a documentary. All this shit goes through my head. I'm like, well, where do I start? Because I'm just going to get flagged right when I start. And so like to have this community and to be able to throw my songs in people's face when they're literally fucking exposing Scientology and using that to uncover, it's literally like throwing love and like my music heart, like therapy back at them. And it's like, holy fuck, I cannot tell you when I switch to the channels, which I do all day long. I don't give a fuck if I'm working. I'm like, oh, I gotta go. Okay, maybe I won't hear in like 20 minutes here and there, but I'm always who's live? I always want to support because I just cannot believe. I always thought if I was going to have a good life, it was probably going to be sort of fake because I was never going to be able to say how I really felt. And even though I wrote all these songs, 8 to 9, 10 songs that were written a little bit ago, actually like 200 songs, but only 20 that are actually out. It's pretty crazy that I thought, oh, it's okay. Well, yeah, they're great, but only I know that or whatever it is. Right. Only people who get this will get it. And then I'm going like, oh my God, I like diminished myself and my music. And so when I'm hearing it from all the people that they really like it and they hear it and they're listening, and I'm listening, I just like, I can't believe it. I really can't believe it. And I know it's true because I feel it. I feel so joyful being like learning and loving, even though I fucking hear it a zillion times. I'm literally like, I don't care. It makes me so joyful. And it makes me never want to be like famous or crazy. I mean, sure, let me be famous. Fine. I'll deal with it pretty good, I think. We'll see.
But getting that feedback in the room off of people, there's barely anything more attractive once you get that going. It is very, very fun.
It's so validating. And it's not like an acknowledgement validating. It's more like, when somebody's like, it's more than an acknowledgement. Sorry. I mean, it is an acknowledgement. I'm just saying, like, it's more than just somebody going like, I get it. It's like, wow, they told me they got it by showing, like, they're like, and what does the lyric say here? Okay, good. Like, I'm like, yes, that's what I was saying. I was telling them, like, if they want to get out, then they should just go, and we love you. And anyways, whatever. I'm going on a roll, but that's why I love you guys. And I cannot fucking wait until I cannot wait to see Denver J and obviously Selfless Self and jam at the Vibe Room. This show is going to be epic, and it's an early show, so all you old little BSers who think like, oh, I can never go to a rock show anymore at 45, you're full of shit. Yeah, you're full of shit both ways. You're full of shit that you can't go because you're old. That's not true. I literally have all kinds of people come to my shows, and it's unbelievable because they're all so supportive and they get the vibe, which is so amazing.
Just have a cup of coffee you never have at 6 p.m. if you know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what you're talking about because
Liz is like, I got
West Hollywood area. Y'all better get out there to the Lower FM show. I want to see y'all out there, guys.
Yeah. So Pearl Snappy, I have a quick question. Is there any fat chance you would be able to come to the Viper Room show that weekend? Really quick, just fly in for the day and fly out.
Unclear.
I was just throwing it out there in the universe.
I mean, I would love to. I think that would be amazing.
And then then we'll be seeing you, and then I'll be seeing you and Liz in Texas, perhaps. And then maybe Selfless Self will also be back there. And then what if Denver J Denver J is going to probably hang in LA for a bit. Wow,
yeah, I want to go up north, San Fran and Pasadena, hang out with MD Media 18, meet the away. I want to kind of like hang out with everybody up in LA for a bit. So
yeah, that's gonna be
the vibe. Get a little 3-week visit, see what's going on. We got
people in the chat requesting Seattle.
Seattle? Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
You can add that to the list.
Yes, I want to see Laura. Yes, guys. That was another thing. So I was thinking that I would, like, if I'm going to do a little Seattle tour and all this or whatever, even just like sort of West Coasty vibey thing, I want to be able to just be like, okay, I'm going to take the chunk of July out, right? June or July. I'm thinking July now that May is already basically here. That's how I think about it. But like July, and then that month I would, or is that silly? Do you think I should chop it up and be like, okay, I'm going to take this week off, or this week in July to go to these places, and then I'll be back working for 3 weeks and then go back out in August or, June or whatever, or whatever. I'm getting my months mixed up.
Breaking it up might give more people an opportunity to like plan around it. Like,
not like the whole chunk of the month of July, right? And I think that would be easier even for my work if I still plan on keeping my job.
Easier on you too, probably, for sure.
Yeah, the consideration is usually expense of doing one-offs and doing the travel back and forth against breaking it up and being able to have these kind of bespoke events.
Yeah. Okay,
that's a very good
to know. So maybe I'll just do like week chunks. That'll be fun. I'll be like, hey, I'll be here in this week. Yeah, that'll be good for my brain too, I think. Yes, and
you can get the protest in as well in the different towns if you're hanging out for a day on the other side.
Yeah, 100%. Like that's actually part of the whole plan. Wherever I go, I'll be protesting right there or over there. You'll see. Okay, enough. But yeah, I'll be
Hold on, I gotta
protesting.
answer. Hold on, I gotta answer a question here. Oh hell no! First of all, I already answered this. I can. I'm the one that knows people in this town.
Did you click it?
Yes.
Did you click it up, Pearl? I don't see it.
I didn't.
No, you didn't. You're a moderator.
I'm not in here.
Yeah, you are. You're one of my moderators.
Right, but not in.
Yeah, it's not my town. It's not my town.
Yeah, to do that, you have to add them.
The comment is, do you think you could get Lara into one of those clubs in Austin? And
Oh,
yes.
right here.
There you go.
My lips are small and humble.
This is my town.
Yes, I abso-freaking okay. So hold up, wait a minute, y'all. So damn independent. Pearl Snappy, if I do go to Texas that weekend, do you think you can get me a gig already, quickly, right now?
I don't know, probably not that quickly because I have to
Why
reach
not?
out to people.
No, I could do an opener. I can do an opener for somebody that's
Let me
already
reach
booked.
out.
Okay, I'm just saying they love that, and they're like, "Oh my god, actually, no, let's take this person and forget that person. They're being too difficult, or whatever." Trust me, that happens all the fucking time.
One of the people I know is in a band, and she's been in a band in Austin for years. They're like well established.
Yeah.
So if she's not playing, she probably knows somebody who is. So just let me reach out to her.
Okay.
The other person is actually a music journalist who writes for the Austin Chronicle, which is our weekly music paper that talks about all the live shows and stuff. And so he's one of the editors. So he plays still sometimes, but he's mostly into that. So he will also know.
I love that. These are the people. God damn it! Did I really not bring a lighter to my live stream? That is so rude.
Here, take this one.
Oh, thank you. That's great. I love that. I literally know these. I'm at like. It would be amazing for me to be like, okay, yeah, I also have a show in Texas on this, and it would be great for people to show up and be there, even if it's a little hole in the wall. Trust me, I will make it amazing.
Hole in the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
I mean, it's just an open mic night.
Oh, love it. We'll do it. We'll take it over.
Not a problem, then.
Okay, amazing.
It'll be at the Hole in the Wall. That's the name of the bar.
Wow. Okay. See? We're going to make a little flyer. Just let people know where Lara FM will be.
Thumbnail?
Yep.
I don't know if you can see it now. That's inside the bar. And it says Pearl. They serve Pearl Snap beer. And then they have like a little thing that says leave Leslie alone. So why wouldn't I want to go there? It has everything.
And they have a corner stage with good sound.
Really good sound.
Really good sound. A minus 32.
I love that.
So,
I feel like
no frills, but they put it into the sound system.
Oh, I love it. Love it. That's all I need. Oh my God. Okay. So now I feel like I really am going to actually do this.
Yes, you're going to really have to go.
Because I'm already going to play at the hole in the wall, right?
Yep.
It's already done.
We've already the bottom of the sea. The hole in the log.
Established. And I'll see if I can't find anything else too.
Okay. That's so fun. How fun. Okay. So Denver, Jay, can we talk about your adventures? Do you have major things other than the awesome Lara FM show? Just kidding. You've already been in already. You left from Colorado, right? Denver, obviously.
Yeah.
And tell us what you've done and then what you plan on doing so that your following can stalk you.
Yeah. So after leaving Denver, we landed. Drove over to Salt Lake City, down I-70. It was a really pretty drive down the Rockies, and got to the Salt Lake City org. It was really empty, not really much going on. I mean, I saw like 1 or 2 staff show up, and I almost feel like they're living in that facility. Because I don't see people come and go, but there is activity inside the building. I'll see like people that didn't show up come out of the building. So it's like, how did you get here? Where did you come from? But I mean,
you could totally
there's
make that
some
into
oddities going on with this one. I mean, there's like a stack of boxes in their garage. Just I don't know, just weird things. But they seem to be listening here the times that I've been getting my voice across. They'll leave the door open and almost like staring at me. You know what I mean? As I'm speaking. So it's kind of funny, but I'm kind of getting lost in Utah, if I'm being completely honest. I'm currently out by Zion, and anybody who's aware of Zion National Park, I'm sure you understand why I've making a little detour and spending some time with myself. Probably gonna stay out here in the park for 2 or 3 days, and then from there, because I was thinking, Vegas. We've seen DOA out there. It seems like, and there's other people that have been out there as well. It's always been super slow. So I don't think Vegas is going to be the stride for me, but I do want to go. I do want to see the Sphere. I want to go protest at the Vegas org for a day or two, if that. But right now, I'm kind of wanting to spend a few days out here. It's like Hurricane area out in Utah. So from there, I mean, it's after Vegas, we'll be out in LA, the Hollywood area, for in the beginning of May. And my intention is to kind of like after the show, start to head up north to San Fran, because I'm sure we've seen kind of like what's been developing up there, and I kind of wanted to be able to support whoever's out there. I mean, somebody like DOA can handle himself. I'm not saying I would have to help him, but just to be another set of eyes whenever.
Hey, now I have to go rescue that guy all the time.
I know, but like, like just kind of like there's kind of being able to like there's two of us instead of just him by himself. Like,
totally. No, I was just playing, but I love when people. Did I mute Denver? No, I did not. Did I mute you?
I think you might have, yes, but it's all good. No worries.
I was like, the wind stopped blowing. What happened?
No.
I love seeing when, like, even when MLA Mexican long hair came and supported you, and then even seeing you handle what's his name, Curtis, the way that you did, and just like how
Curtis. Jake knocked him so hard that he just knocked the C right off. He's just Curtis now.
Would you believe it if I told you I saw his face today?
Yes.
Where?
It was a remote hearing that he appeared in, and just imagine like a blue mask on his face, and then he raises his hands. There's blue latex gloves on. He removes his blue mask, and then he starts the hearing begins. Long story short,
why is he wearing gloves?
That's what I was thinking. It was so
and
weird.
A mask on a live stream.
Well,
by himself.
It didn't seem like he was alone. It seemed like there was other people there with him. Like he almost
like
he was looking like kind of like this. So it was odd. But hopefully, I mean, I don't wish anything bad for him. Hopefully, he's able to kind of.
Are you allowed to say? Are you allowed to say like what's happening or whatever? Did you win?
Yeah, it's
$5,000 billion or what?
No, I mean, it's anything that's happening right now. It's all through the city. So the city's prosecuting him right now. So the prosecutor pushed for order of protection in my favor, and the judge granted it. So that was really what the first hearing was about.
And then, are you gonna get paid
looks
for
good.
the equipment and all that?
I'm sorry. One more time.
Are you gonna get paid? Is he gonna pay you for the equipment or all that?
Oh yeah, the restitution forms, all that. That's two. There's another court hearing on June 6th, where pretty much I think that's where evidence and like discovery will be presented, and the cases or the charges will be discussed, and the prosecutor and the judge will discuss what they have. But
did he see your face too? Like, were you on the screen as well?
I was not on the screen. I tried to turn my camera on, but it just I've never used Teams. It was like Microsoft
Out of all
Teams.
the people that I thought would, okay, Laura Ugly, bye bitch. Everybody say bye to Laura Ugly.
Later, we're not dealing with that. It's on site.
If
y'all are
whoa. It's on one of your guys' channel. This person is on one of yours.
It's
Yeah, there
not
you
mine.
go.
I've been looking.
You tried to
can't
get
find
on
it.
one of my friends, and now you
Yeah,
out.
no. On
Now
site,
you
guys, we're
out.
not dealing
Good
with
try,
that anymore.
Laura
I'm
Ugly.
telling you right now,
Okay, it's
it's
been
out the
gotten.
door immediately.
Out the door. But good try. Like Laura Ugly, that was pretty good. You tried. There's 5 people. You got into one of them.
They tried
Good
on
job.
one thing in their life and they got a little close, but they need to try harder on things that actually matter. I think we all can agree
Yeah,
on that. So
like really, like
it's not
are we
productive,
worrying
guys.
about who's spitting? It's who's spitting and who's swallowing. Anyways,
I don't know. They
so-
wanted me to tell you the taco joke I told while I was out today at Sac Org with DOA.
No.
Okay, do it. Especially because she just said no, we're not. Do it. I definitely want to hear it. Is it
Oh,
bad?
sorry, I'm behind.
Yes.
She's behind.
No,
So
I'm behind.
I don't remember it. All I remember is I prefer tacos, not burritos. I'm a taco girl.
Okay. Where's the joke?
Okay, and
I-
yeah,
I like
don't remember
tacos,
the
too.
rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the taco
Yeah.
instead of the burrito.
I could get down with you, Liz.
Is the
We could
burrito
party.
supposed to be a penis?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
So burrito is a wee wee.
Yes.
Look at this is what brings Liz joy.
Oh goodness.
It's your
In
floor,
case
Liz.
none of you
It's
have
all
seen
yours.
the movie Face Off, it's all about the peach.
Ew. I want to like that movie because I liked it so much.
That line is so creepy though when he says it on the plane.
I want to
I
eat
could
a
eat a
peach.
peach
Yes,
for
but
hours.
it was so
So he says,
hilarious.
I could eat a peach for hours. It is burned into my brain, sadly.
Yeah,
forever.
exactly. And
It's
the
so
and the
unsettling.
and the
So
breathy
unsettling.
and the breathy like
Yeah.
and how they recorded it like so up close. It was like I could eat a peach for
Dirty.
hours.
I don't
And
like
then it would change it to like I could eat a peach for hours. And you just like really made it like so you heard it forever. And now that I know
Burned
gross
in.
Danny Masterson was in it and John Travolta and all these things are just so gross.
I mean, not
Okay.
to mention the entire premise of the movie, but that's a whole other conversation.
Gross.
Jesus.
I did go down the rabbit hole and I was like, keep your mouth shut.
Uh-huh.
Pearl Snappy and I shall just have our own live stream for that one.
That's right, indeed.
For
Did
those
you
of
hear
you,
me, Pearl,
who-
yell, get back in your cult just for you?
I did hear that. I did hear it when I was working today. And again, I laughed a lot. And I saw you get a little own your ground, Liz. I got
a
kind
little
of
mad.
I felt your tremble and I got angry with you. I even was like, what? Like my boss asked me for something and I was kind of like, I was like mad. I was kind of like, yeah, doing a rhythm or something, like doing work. Like, okay, yep, okay. Like I can do a bunch of shit, believe it or not. And then you were doing that and you were like, I like what? And I just like you were telling the girl, you were like, I grew up here. And then she just didn't know. It's like, what? What do you mean? Like this, like, huh?
No, if you grew up
Well,
here,
then you
then
should have
you would have
been
been a better person.
a better person, exactly. And then I was like, oh my God. Anyways, I was very happy that I heard your rumbling voice of like, no, this is not okay. And you need to hear this. I don't care what you're here
Yeah,
doing.
I did take it a step too far by clowning on her
No.
Kmart shoes.
Excuse you.
And her tooth.
Excuse you. Do not say you took no steps too far.
Yeah, she was out of line. I mean, I don't know what to call her.
Liz, she's lucky, literally lucky that there wasn't a police investigation as to exactly where she came from just before all this and who paid what and saying the shit she's saying. Like, no, you are an amazing person. You made it to the fucking organization. We were the cadets and the children in this. And that's the thing. We were programmed our whole lives to always think it's our fault. Oh, you need sympathy. Oh, this is a big one for us. Think about this, Liz. People acknowledging us also in our minds is turned into sympathy. Stop giving us sympathy. We don't need that. So
yeah,
there's a lot of
I have learned that I hate sympathy.
Yeah, and so when it's weird to like not just enjoy an empathetic moment and have to judge whether it's sympathy or empathetic. Like, is somebody really caring for me, or they're just feeling sorry for me? Because our own minds think,
it's
like,
the feeling
are we
sorry for
being
me.
pathetic? Do we need all this sympathy to tell our stories? Like, because that's what we were trained to teach our young minds. Like, oh, you're pathetic. You need sympathy. You know, you're at this low tone level. You're 1.1. You're covert. You're gay. You're having You're having these little whatever thoughts. Like, so there's just like, you're just as bad as a molester. You're just as bad at, like, it's horrible. Like, things
Mhm.
that you just can't breathe in moments, and you don't even realize you're not even breathing on your own. You're just breathing to the way that you're supposed to be walking and marching and stand up straight. And you didn't wear that uniform. You didn't salute me or say hi, sir, when David Miscavige or somebody walked by. Like, there's so
Yeah.
many. You're every minute of your day. Oh my God, I only have 10 more minutes till lunch, and then okay, I could work a little bit into lunch, but then I have to be there for the muster, and then I have to be on study. Oh my God, I'm not going to get these program targets done, and then I'm going to get. It's literally so when there's protesters outside saying you can leave the Sea Org, or saying funny things like, yeah, get back in your fucking cult. Like, you're not allowed out here. It's just, there's so many emotions that are so attached with it all. Like,
It has to stick with them. There's no way, even if they're pretending to like not hear, or you know how the classic, the fake phone call. Oh, you know,
Yeah.
whatever.
Like, hey,
You're
it's ringing. Sorry.
like that just goes to show how effective the words are if they're reacting in that way. I mean,
yeah, like the other day, not the other day, literally yesterday, the guy that assaulted Danny and then got Danny put in jail for saying that he stole his scooter or whatever.
yes,
And the Mercedes.
Yeah, he was trying to run us over with his Mercedes, and I was like, "Are
Oh,
you dumb? Are you
God.
actually fucking
Oh,
stupid?"
yeah.
Like, but his wheel got really close, and I was like, because he was just going like that, and I was like, "Dude, it's not a joke. If you like do that and it run like, then that's like you
You could have
aggressively
a
did that on
mechanical
purpose."
issue and it be locked in that position, and you
Or
not being able to react in time, or you know, a different system fail along
Oh.
with that one. And yeah, there's no joking
he
with
just
a big
there's
old
no
steel.
clarity. He has no,
Yep.
and
He
that
did
what
the same thing to Dan Walks LA and me. When we were standing outside the parking structure, he did the same thing.
So almost got on the
And
live today.
flipped us the bird afterwards.
Someone with a license plate, I think OT me or me OT. Okay. So she was she was having such a problem with, want to join a cult? Are you free to join a cult? You know, she was having such an issue with it. She gunned it around the corner and nearly hit a pedestrian as they were walking across the street. I'm like, wow.
That has happened.
Okay.
I cannot tell you how many times that has happened. That it happens on a daily basis on all the angles that the blue building has for that parking lot, because it's a really big, almost a whole block structure of their little fucking building or whatever. So they have their entrances coming from, like, people have to drive in this way and this. And when they do, and when they see protesters or the picketers, you know, the SPs, the squirrels, whatever you want to call them, standing out there, or you could just call them all pearl snappies. They literally freak out and go, gotta just plunge through this end theta. And they literally get so fucking nervous, because also they don't drive a lot. Period. Sea Org members do not drive.
I believe it.
Like maybe once a week.
It's actually so bad that they are so excited. Like, oh, good, here's that 10-15 minutes and we get to go in the car and drive. It's like actually sort of exciting.
And have the radio on.
Yes, you got to put the radio on. Too legit.
It's the little things in life that made us happy, okay? Don't judge us.
Literally. Too legit. Woo! They're like listening to shit from the 80s and 90s. Or they're like, flag is here. They're like, who sang this again? Oh,
no.
yeah.
Or maybe sometimes you just connect to their Bluetooth and play OT3 through their car really loud.
You know what Bluetooth
Pearl
was?
Snappy. So this is why Pearl Snappy, you need to maybe come to the Lara FM show May 4th and maybe come on May 2nd and just accidentally be there right, the day before, and we just do all these tricks. You just, fully hat me, as they would say in the C
That's
word.
right. That's right.
Fully hat
That's
me
right.
on how to be
I'm gonna
like,
troll hat
okay.
you.
And I
We're
even
gonna
have
it's gonna be the troll hat.
I have the Lara FM phone line, so I could literally be like, good, this one I'm live streaming on this, but like I'm almost there. I just need somebody with a little bit higher standards in that department.
There you go. Well, let me see what I can do.
I'm so excited, but if you could make that happen, that would really, how like we all pitch in to buy each other's tickets and so it's just smooth and easy. I feel like I want like that to be done for you, to be like whatever we can do to make that even super easier for you.
Mm-hmm.
That would be amazing, and that is unfortunately at this point what it would take. But yes.
Okay, good. I'm so excited. And Denver J, I ran out and I was laughing like I'm such an idiot. I asked him a question about his his plan, which I caught the end of it, but I ran off and I was like, I was laughing like I just asked him and now I really want to know. But so what I was gonna say is May 3rd you will be here, right? In Los Angeles, right?
Yeah, I'll be
you plan on being in the area like May 1st, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna be in the LA area around May 1st, the beginning of May.
That'll be excellent.
Just to kind of be able to settle in and figure out, what's where and where I need to settle in and whatnot. But after that, I mean, pretty much just hanging out in the greater Hollywood, California area. San Fran to LA, Pasadena. There's quite a few people I want to meet. Some of my moderation team, some of the.
I'm not gonna lie, you are gonna get.
So.
You know how you get lost in Utah? It has its own vibes and mountains and and then LA has its own personalities and vibes and little pockets of beautifulness and then really a lot of degradation and you really see life and desperation and joy and freedom and pain and suffering. You see it all. That's the thing.
Big city, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. I'm excited. I'm definitely gonna have to set a time limit. I've already told myself, because if not, I will probably spend more time than I.
No. And the thing, I think your mind. I think you're gonna come and be like, oh no, this is great. No, I got it, and you will. I think the time limit is good because Denver wants you back, and so does your soul, and you know what I mean. So but I'm just saying, you are gonna have to keep a written booklet or something to be like, okay, I've got this way, this, and then I mean it.
That's the problem. I've had
people love you too.
Yeah, no, I have things I wanted to do in Utah, and there's not enough time today. I'm sure everybody here knows that. I will need to have an itinerary to be able to accomplish all the things I need to in California. So
literally, I'm trying to make little booklets like this where it's just on my Lara FM site. The merch site is getting fixed, guys. I swear to God, Pearl, I was going to ask you about this. Maybe I shouldn't be doing this on the live stream, but I was going to ask you if you're able to investigate some way of somebody possibly hacking into the back end of my merch site. Are you able to find out if somebody did that and who was doing that? If you got all the info you needed?
I could at least do an investigation and see if I can identify.
Because I'm going to tell you some shit.
But yes.
Okay, good. I'm going to tell you some shit, and I'll have my merch person tell you some shit. So my site's been down for a bit, like a week and a half now, and hopefully it'll be up by Monday. But yeah, I would love to use your Pearl snappy little investigator mind about that.
You bet. That's what I do.
Do you mind if I say something?
Yes.
So,
no, I don't mind. Sorry. Yes. Please.
The whole thing for me, kind of seeing how others help me grow. I kind of wanted to help others do the same thing. So that's kind of after California, just real quick to mention, that's kind of where I'm going from there is, once I enjoy my time out there is, trying to figure out what other major cities aren't getting protested and go down the list and help encourage and build community, bring people together in those places, because Denver's incredible. I love Denver, and it's unique. It's got something special where it's located off of Blake Street and Park Ave. The foot traffic is insane. The last day I was there, I probably saw like 5,000 people like walk past me, and there's already incredible protesters and live streamers who have been stepping up to the plate out in Denver. One being OOP Media. He's been getting out there a lot more recently. And there's a lot of others too, Sweet Sun Slice, TCD,
And
the Trial Files.
Denver, take your time. I always call him Denver, guys. I don't know why. I'm like Denver instead of Denver J or J is real. I'm like Denver. No, take your time and tell people, because my heart really felt like, oh, Denver's actually leaving. Denver J's leaving Denver. That's kind of like, no. They're gonna think it's okay to just bring people in now. Like, I don't know. And then I was like, no, there's people there that I've been following, but please take your time and shout out their channels and let them, like, because they deserve that, and we want to support
100%.
them for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's the goal.
Yeah.
In my opinion, like I'm sure a lot of us share the same. The bigger we're able to make this, the stronger it is. It's not about growing one individual; it's about growing the overall exposure. So one
who the fuck
one
wants
I
to
want to
be
mention
one
is
individual?
OOP Media. So OOP space media, and another one being Sweet Sun Slice. So on all one word.
Any of my
She's
moderators,
been doing some
sorry,
traveling.
wait. Any of my moderators or any y'all moderators can put up all the channels and the things that he's saying as he's saying it. Okay, go ahead. Sorry, Jay.
So yes, it was OOP Media, and then Sweet Sun Slice, and then the third one being TCD, the Trial Files. So those three people have been getting out there quite often and protesting and live streaming. They're trying to get their foot in the door and trying to. I'm sure we can all remember when we first started live streaming. We could all look back to how that went. So it's a learning process. I'm learning every day, just like we all are. And they're getting better every day. I'm really happy to see that encouragement that they're running with it. You know what I mean? So that's kind of the goal moving forward, is to encourage others in other cities as well. I will be back to Denver.
I'll be watching all them
a
as
matter
well.
of time.
Yeah, you'll be back, and
it's like not goodbye.
Like, it's so
I'll
fun.
see you later.
Everybody knows this. Van lifers know this. Like, and if you don't know this out in the world, do a little van lifing. Try to even just do a month being in it. Like, try it. Like, really try it, and then
I'm scared I'd like it. I'm not gonna lie.
That's
Liz,
the thing.
but why
are
you scared? Why are you scared?
Because when I go back to work,
okay,
I have
so
to go
wait,
back to work.
van life don't. Ooh, here we go. Van life does not have a work schedule.
Yeah.
It van life is you're on the road van lifing. Like,
It's like you're figuring it out as you go.
You and DOA need to have a deep talk. And you should have a deep talk with my friend Sina. She's an amazing van lifer. She's a fucking magical queen van lifer. She is somebody I would recommend any of my friends to go to. Also, you can follow her on Instagram, and I hope that someday she does her own YouTube channel, but she is on Instagram and she takes amazing photography photos, and she's hilarious as fuck if you get to know her. And so when she posts these like epic photos, like today, she put this epic photo of her like in the middle of some amazing epic pun. And she was like, I was trying to look epic for the gram on my photography, but it just looks like a floating body in the pool. And it's really amazing. Like, she has such a great sense of humor. And she was born and raised in all this fucking Scientology crap. And she does not want to like be on the tubes of SPTV, at least not yet right now. She's just amazing. And I love her so much. You should go follow her. I think her Sina Kamula is you'll find her on Instagram. She's one of my friends, so it'll probably look it up. Saina is how you spell her first name. But anyway, she She also loves when van lifers and travelers and people that are supporting Scientology, fucking SBTV community and shit are asking her for like van life tips or, hey, where's a place I can, stay in Utah or this. She knows them all. She has done them all. And she
I
does
gotta
them
connect with
all.
her.
She's been to Alaska, like she just went to Alaska, and she works at
That's
freaking
awesome.
hotels for a bit, and like little
Yeah.
motels.
Yeah,
She
sometimes
is
you stay
the
in a hotel.
queen.
It's not always in the van. You switch it up sometimes. You gotta, kind of recenter, get back to, four walls, and it's all
But
all over
for
the place.
her, I would say Sina for sure. She has done months and months, almost years in the van.
Yeah.
Like she
Can you mention
knows
her name one more time?
Sina Kamula and her Instagram. You know what? Let me just look it up because she would
It's
love
an
it. It's like
Instagram, right?
hospitality. She's so amazing. And she's gonna be like, oh my God, I can't believe you shouted me out. She's probably laughing.
I
She's gonna watch
gotta
this
follow her though.
later. Okay, I'm gonna look her. Okay, she has 2 accounts, and I hope I'm not shouting out her private one, but whatever. Oh my God, that's actually I'm going to. I don't care. I love her so much that she knows that it's because so she's amazing, guys. She's like, excuse me, you just sent all these people to me to ask questions and they're not paying me. She has a Venmo and everything. I'm sure you'll find it.
Absolutely, yeah.
So, but she really is very fucking knowledgeable and has been raised in the mentality of Scientology and found van lifing and all sorts of therapy. She's been through so much stuff and so much clarity. Like this, she's amazing. Okay. So, anyways, her private account. Can I just show you guys? I'm just going to show you guys. Her private account is this, Sina Kamula. I hope she doesn't kill me. Is it zooming? Oh, there you go. 912. Don't stalk her on that. But this one is her traveling hospitality because she does. This is the one. If you have, I feel like this is the good one for all the camping and all that.
Okay,
like
cool.
traveling. If you want to know, like, hey, what's a good
Okay.
What's a good place on? She loves that. Like her soul loves. She's like, oh, I'm so flattered that you asked me about this. Like she's like, okay, my experience was this and this. It's a little shitty. She's like very blunt and very down to earth. Like she's like me in her van life traveling. She's a magic babe. She's a magic babe.
Maybe a new pen pal. You never know. It'd be cool to chat with.
She absolutely loves that a zillion %. Like I can't wait for you. Y'all have to just get to know her, y'all, in her own ways,
Heck yeah.
She's amazing. And she literally is one of my best friends, and she has been through so much fucking shit, but also so much intense therapy things, which I think is so brave and like loving to your own spirit and your own like soul, and so vulnerable to like be like, fuck, I need therapy, I want to try this, or like, wow, when it was so degrading, it was so disgusting for us
takes strength to ask for help.
that. Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
like that's the
but not
biggest
even,
step is to
but not
recognize
even,
it.
wait, Denver. It's not even strength, because we have that horribly, sadly, enforced or not. We already have the strength. So what we're trying to actually do is fucking break that down so that we can say what we're like, what is so horrible inside.
Right.
And I fucking lost track. I always get so intense in my emotions and then I lose track about my thought process. What was I saying, guys?
You were talking about your friend.
Which one?
The van life of
Sina. Okay, so anyways, so she does deep, like she's fucking awesome. I just love her, and she does like, and we're very close. I'm not going to tell her all of our intimate stories that we told each other, like when we've had amazing, like psychedelic experiences or whatever. And the fact that we're able to actually speak about them, and she's like, yeah, I'm here in the middle of blah 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 lake in Utah, and then 3 days later she's like, yeah, I just felt like I didn't want to be there anymore. There's a weird person, and now I'm here at this nut. And I'm like, and she sends me these epic photos. I bet you, if you guys go look at her Instagram, this is what she does. And
That is awesome.
I just think that people who find their therapy in their own ways, like, sure, I might have found my therapy in this fun little SBTV YouTube shit, and it's not my only trust. Oh my gosh. I've got like, look, 10 hands on my fingers. That's how much therapy I'm doing for sure. But I love that I just love Sina so much. And you guys go follow her and hear her story. She actually I wouldn't even say half. And maybe you'll never hear her story. She's done videos. She was on the Aftermath Foundation. She was on the Aftermath show, the Leah Remini show. One of her episodes with Miriam. Like, they were really good friends. They are good friends. That's we were all really good. Like, me and Catherine Spallino, Sina, we all lived together in apartments. Like, I was couch surfing on their freaking couches at points when I literally had no idea about the world, and I thought I did. I was like, okay, I'm starting to learn. No, I had no idea. Anyway, so we've known each other forever. So we all have. But as you guys know, documentaries, Hollywood movies and stories are always getting attacked, especially by Scientology, if they're going to just be put out exactly as they were told by the teller, by the person that it happened to. And those get chopped and changed all the time. So these people go out of their fucking way when people like even me at the time, same thing with Jenna. She was out there telling her story. We're all like, people criticizing her story, like, well, Jenna was like spoiled because wasn't she one of the daughter, and it was just like, are you kidding? Again, our minds go, oh, maybe we don't deserve this much sympathy, attention. Bullshit, literally. Please remind us that we're wrong, because we were told all the time, hey, don't be out exchange. If somebody gives you a gift, you better return it. And so it feels fucking weird to receive love and all this shit. And sometimes we have to go, is this sympathy? Is this empathy? Is this just love and kindness and joy? That is so hard to receive because we were not allowed this. This was told to us. If you're receiving this, you're actually in ethics trouble because you received a gift from an outside public member, somebody who cared about you so much that knew you weren't even supposed to receive gifts, but maybe gave you a gift on whatever it was, like
on
just
your
saying,
birthday, on whatever it may be, because they were just being nice.
You are not. It's a policy letter. You are not allowed to receive gifts from public in the Sea Org. If you're in the Sea Org,
like niceness transactional. Just
and if they do it, you have to report them. You have to report them for being manipulative. Why are you trying to give a gift?
You're trying to be so nice all the time.
Anyways, I went on a roll there, but I did bring it all the way back.
Pearl, you let down your hair.
Pearl did let that down.
Oh, 2D flow. 2D flow.
A lot of 2D flowing. I love it.
Yeah.
I'm all about the 2D flowing. I'm like, who knows? Maybe I am. Maybe I'm not.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? Maybe I'm 2D flowing the whole chat. Y'all don't know. Mind your business.
I feel like Pearl is. Maybe Pearl is flirting with me, and that's why she's up on this panel.
It's true. It's true.
Mind your business.
I'm just saying.
Mind your business. Okay, so Jay, quick question, then we'll kind of wrap it up and tell everybody how much we love everybody. But Denver Jay, how did you feel when you met Selfless Self in that? I wanted to talk about that a little bit.
Yeah.
Selfless Self, how did you feel? And blah blah blah. Okay.
Yeah, Selfless is a really cool dude. He's got like his energy is quite unique. It's like very down to earth and flowy when you're actually interacting with him off topic, right? More kind of in a natural setting. So when the discussion, the points are difficult, it's kind of hard to be sounding at ease. But he has a really good way of I don't know. He's got a really good energy, is the best way I could put it. He definitely
I think
is
you
highly
like
intelligent
it.
as well, which was super cool. Just kind of the topics and like discussions he would bring forth were interesting. So, very somebody that you would like to have a conversation with, and genuine guy for sure. So it was cool to meet him, and I'll be looking forward to meeting him again. So it was cool.
I love
For
that.
sure.
And then I also felt that Eric, I did a little interview with Eric Rader, and he also mentioned you being very much inspiration, like just having another buddy, hearing another buddy talk about something he's never talked about, and you having all the information almost like you were like, yeah, and then giving him intellectual information from the outside, being like, I mean, it's like the Catholic thing. The way that you talk is just so casual, but it's so full of information that,
Yeah.
and it makes sense because selfless self, you literally are saying exact. And sometimes, okay, can I just say this? Sometimes you say when you're talking about something, it's almost like I think like, wait, did he hear what he said? Is he answering his question? Like, and then I'm like, oh my God, he's like nourishing the question and then saying, wow, for you to have felt that way at such a young age with a world that has taught us so much about blah blah. Like, and then it's like, oh, you just like a conversation with you, selfless, and most
Yeah.
like people
There's a
that
lot
have
to
these,
learn from Selfless.
yeah,
I
you just
expose my reactions basically in real time, and the only practice, I guess, it's just doing it a lot. Traveling helps because you have to find ways of communicating with people that might not always work, like your hometown or the people you know or anything like that. That definitely helped. Or also just like trying to figure out how to relate to people. Is especially early on, people scared the heck out of me, and so I was trying to figure out everything. So I knew what to talk to people about, and I also have. I mean, I couldn't believe just the happenstance with Eric. I couldn't freaking believe it.
yeah. Like,
What I
so that
just
was
fell
very
into.
natural, right? Right? He just kind of walked up and was like, "Hey, yeah, hey, nice to meet you.
Yeah,
I seen you
sure.
protesting, and I was in this." When I heard that, when I heard that, I was like, "Okay, hold on, DOA." I was like talking to DOA, and DOA was like, "Yeah, Eric, like this guy Eric," and I was like, "Yeah, I thought I heard that. Am I crazy?" So he's in the Sea Org. Like, why doesn't he have his own channel or something? He wasn't in the Sea Org, and then I found out, oh my God, he was like a Scientology kid. He's literally the exact evidence of a public kid being groomed at such a young age, thinking these are the ways to be, and
Yeah,
then thinking this is their whole life until their whole family, who has trained them to be this way. Sorry to put it that way, but train them in a loving way, and you were family to
right.
be this way. You have to be this way.
And
And then
trying to
when
be
they're
like a
all
little
passed
sister
away now,
who's got everything.
and
Yeah,
they're all
God.
passed away now, and now seeing just 3 weeks or a month of outsiders going, what? There's people protesting doing this outside? I just muted myself. And then him finding his own fucking voice in this by
It's
just
amazing.
talking. Like, his voice is also another calm voice that I love hearing. I never
Yeah.
thought, honestly, that I would have so many male figures in my life that I enjoy listening to. I always thought I was going to resent a lot of male, not resent, but just not take it very seriously. Just kind of like, yeah,
Right.
y'all just little fucking weirdos, you know?
A lot of us are weirdos.
And I love it. No, now I love it all. And now I'm realizing the things I resented, I can let go for the whole world. I can hold on to the ones that the why I had for that person, and I don't have to carry it on to everybody in the whole world, which I love, because there's no reason I should give my resentment to somebody I care or love just because something they're doing is annoying me or triggering me. I should just
Right.
I should just make it known, or there's no or. It's fun to just be observant. It's fun to, like, we're still learning and loving. I am learning literally, even in this conversation I learned with you guys. So
Oh,
it's
and
never
also,
like.
sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. No, go
Also,
ahead.
me to Jay after Chicago at the Ideal Org opening, which was like full on street warfare with the cops all the way out. I needed some centering, and I was looking very much forward to meeting you because my natural state in street protest is not calm, and it's generally coarse. And I found that your style was really reaching people, and it was something that I wanted to learn from. And as soon as I kind of hit the sidewalk with you, again, like a vibe was strong and put out, calming. And anybody that I believe, I can speak confidently that anybody that meets you is going to immediately feel the same thing. You're a pretty strong, calming vibe, and I think that the publics and staff, the Sea Org people, besides maybe Curtis, are somewhat charmed by it. I think you're doing good work.
Wait,
So
wait. Why would you say not Curtis? Because that's why I asked if Jay earlier was. I was like, wait, did Curtis see Jay's face?
He got so
Because if
angry
he
and
did,
violent.
I
He
would just
knew
be
it
like,
was
Jay would just
happening.
melt him. Jay would just be like, Curtis, man, like, look, I'm not here to get you, buddy. Like, I don't know. I just feel like he would be so
Hey, you
nice.
can win him right back. You're right.
And that
Yeah, I mean,
and that is why they don't want Curtis to see Denver Jay's face. Maybe there was a camera issue or whatever, but there was a reason when he didn't see you. Probably he was fine to take his mask off or whatever. I don't know. And his gloves, like there's just this. It's very
was
David
odd.
Miscavige pet, like his homo, like or whatever the pet. What are those things you call them? Like pet peeves. The thing, like some, like oh, everybody must wear gloves.
Yeah, because
or
aren't they always like
the
super worried
germs.
about like
It's
bringing stuff
germs.
in?
We're gonna
No.
catch it.
But Dave Miscavige is a fucking liar. It's really because don't put your fingerprints on anything.
Oh, well.
Because
Okay.
because at some point we can deny that you were ever even in court at some point. It's just at a certain point, it's so gross. Anyways, whatever. Okay, continue. Sorry.
Yeah, Curtis could have been melted by your charms and given up the whole game and said, "They made me do it, Jay. They made me, and this person made me do it, and that person."
We would have been talking over this
Literally.
about at Duffy Roll. If anybody knows local Colorado, Duffy Roll is a wonderful bakery. But yeah, we would have been having a wonderful breakfast, talking about everything, figuring out how to get him, partnering up with somebody to get it on the books and get him,
But
the
Jay,
witness
I
protection
did
program,
think
whatever. Like, let's
I
just start
felt
talking about it.
when
That's
you
gonna
were
be fun.
over him doing this stance thing, I really thought I was like, oh my God, Curtis is gonna crack. He's gonna crack here. Like Curtis is gonna be like, okay, dude, get off me. What do you mean? I could just walk out? No, I have see your contract. I thought he was gonna start like talking to you and being like, I can't just leave. Like while he's on the ground, like or something. I just because the way you were talking, I was like, okay, yeah, this is pretty good. I feel like if I was
Yeah.
in the Sea Org and this was happening, I know how older men think. I know how my dad thinks. This guy's similar to mine. I was also thinking this is similar to mine. Are my earrings banging on the thing? Oh, good. I'm so glad. So it's just the vocal. I was like, I can hear it but I don't care. So I was literally like, wow, Denver J is literally gonna get to him. He's gonna get to him while he has him waiting for the police.
There's no way. It's in his. He still has to
You're
be thinking
right.
about today. He had
You're
a
right.
hearing
Okay, I
today.
got
You
a
know what I
little
mean? He
excited.
was reminded all that reprogramming that he went through for the past month or
And you're
whatever.
right.
It's
This
fresh
reminds me of the
again today.
conversation I had with my dad. I thought I got to him and then I was so excited. I was like, cool, actually. Wow, the universe actually gave me and my dad some space where I can actually be a WOG or a non-Scientologist, and he's going to let me be wild and crazy and just don't involve me in Scientology anymore. I thought that was going to happen. And then 2 days later, he was, oh, I have a day off again Sunday. I was like, didn't you just get a day off? And he was like, oh, well, we have to talk about this report. And it was about all the things I was telling him when I was finally. And he was like, well, I had to report it. And then they wrote a KR on me. And I need to address the KR that they wrote on me. I'm like, Dad, you told them what I said. and you made it a fucking issue, and now you wrote the report on me. And that's where I agree with you and I struggle with you at the same time, where I'm like, yeah, you're telling them, but it did plant a thing. You don't know what my dad's going to do in 10 years from now. Dude, he could probably die and be like, yeah, I love Scientology and this.
Yeah, and I think for me the
Fine.
other thing is like there like a lot of times I also kind of like think about like my mother personally, just like also like you. I mean, there could have been a different time, different world, different place where my mother was in, and you know what I mean. I am there trying to get her out, and or like a wonderful lady like Natalie or yourself, Laura. You know what I mean. So it's not like you can't. There's a time and a place, and sometimes it is appropriate to kind of like stir the, you know, kind of have that fire under the pot to kind of get things boiling, but then you got to also add the seasoning to kind of like make it taste good too. So I don't know, I guess that's the best way I could say
I
it.
like that.
Add a little bit.
But also, I like that little spicy, but also, somebody literally, thank you for, I'm sure they know who sent me this, some beautiful person that I've never met in the SPTV community sent me just a quick clip today that literally said,
Yes.
that just said like, I don't want to get it wrong, so let me just think about it. But it was something like that, like, oh my God, you guys talk. I'm literally gonna just find it because they sent me it in a message. So
So what is this Pearl Fest a real thing? Is this something I gotta like start planning for? Because I mean,
Yeah.
I haven't got the
wait,
memo.
guys, I'm getting distracted. I also want to plan for that if that's a real thing too. Okay, hold on.
It's
We've just decided that it's Pearl Fest.
Just
yes.
Well, technically, I decided, and she's
Obviously, it's
Pearl.
happening. I don't understand.
I mean, the way
Happening,
that
it's
I
a
see it
thing.
happening is a bike bar,
I mean,
and
Right.
several of them,
Right.
kind of like, you know, all SP yellow, so all golden all down,
I'm
bike bars.
liking this conversation and it's very
Mhm.
distracting.
It's a whole
Also,
lot of just
pearl clams, but clams and their pearl very much relate to OT's levels and being stuck in the cube, and you're just a clam in the pearl. There's a whole thing. Did you not
Oh,
know?
wow. I
Do
did
you
not
know that
because
you are part
I
of the OT
didn't.
levels? That you are
Oops,
just
someone
a
just said if
clam?
Liz says it, it's law.
I did not know. I just
Oh my
assumed
God,
that I was the
girl,
troll
you need
under
to
the
do your
bridge to total freedom. I didn't know
you need to do
as
your
a part of it.
investigation to the
Okay. I'm gonna have to
Reese,
work clear all of this now
Reese
this evening.
from Reese, relatable Reese and AA Ron talk about this shit all the time. She's a frozen icicle. That's why they're like, oh, well, you're just
Oh,
frozen in the sea for 5,000 billion years. So
that
they
makes
talk,
sense.
yeah. And so there's a
Okay,
whole
yeah, I've
thing
heard
about
that.
there's a whole thing about a pearl and the clam in the ocean and everything.
I need to look this up.
Is that what it says? He says you're a pearl and a clam in the ocean. You're deep in the bottom of the sea, frozen for 7 billion years.
Oh my God! Somebody said to me the other night,
That just
have you
puckered
not?
my butt cheek.
Stop, Liz. Somebody said, have you not heard Selfless Self do the L. Ron Hubbard? I think it was Confident Chris. And I was kind of like, Confident Chris, you don't watch Selfless Self that much to know that he does like I just thought that because I'm just a judgmental bitch. But anyways, and then he really was serious. He was like, no, he does like a really, I think Eric Rader also told me, no, Selfless Self does this really creepy L. Ron Hubbard voice. And you just did it. And like Liz said, my butthole just puckered up.
Jesus.
I was like, oh my God.
I listened to
It's been so long since I listened to
good.
them tapes.
Can you do
Thank
that?
you
Wait,
for dying.
wait. Can you do that one more time? I'm so sorry. Can you do that one more time? Wait, everybody be quiet. Wait,
Okay.
wait. Pearl Snappy, everybody mute your mics.
Yeah, so the way I did it, we could read direct.
We will. I knew that Pearl Snappy was getting something very important.
The man's verse,
Well, wait, don't give it away yet. This is so gross. That magazine was on the shelf all the time, right, Liz? Ew. Okay, mute your mics. No, this is not funny. This is so funny. Pearl, good job. Okay. Everybody, I'm muting, and we're just gonna take 1 full minute to let Selfless Self show you just the voice that L. Ron Hubbard.
Well, the way I figured this out is by listening to L. Ron Hubbard tapes, listening to a few of them a few times, right? Okay, all right. And I made this video before I left with him just saying one phrase over and over again for 16 minutes, which is, I slept with bandits in Mongolia, and I slept with bandits in Mongolia, and yes, I slept with bandits in Mongolia. Yeah, exactly. That, the one with the poppy field background that's meant to be I think in an African country somewhere.
With injured optic nerves at the end of World War II, I faced an almost undeniable future. They disregarded me as what did they do? Gross. I can't.
Yes.
Nope.
So, Sandwich Man by L. Ron. He had his hands up under the straps. It banged in a dusty wind. His ice blue fingers trembled. He lifted his chamois collar. His sign, which dragged about his neck, cried, "Overcoats, gloves!" I wouldn't watch his eyes because I had a coat, and he had none. From the man himself. Dun, dun. So what do you think? Is the greatest lyricist I've ever known anything about lyrics, but yeah.
All I know is that Pearl wrote in she bangs, and I'm sitting there like
One man had a vision, single-minded too. So that cover of that book, the magazine that you just showed, it reminds me of the one man's vision. And isn't that gross that I still want to sing it right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no!
I want to sing it so that you know that I'm not. I know it's a bad song, but I want to sing it right so you can see that I was so inspired by this song when I would hear it a million times when I was a child.
I don't know. Pearl's face.
It wasn't just one
she's
song.
Taking a crap.
That'd be so deeply.
I like this poem.
No, the poems are very bad.
Poem 2 is so upsetting. I don't like it.
It's called poem number 2.
Unsafe. No, I don't like it. I need an adult.
Ew, you know what, Elrond, speaking of poems, shitting on Pearl Snappy's beautiful pearl diamond toilet. He would do this like random poems, and like I can recite a few of them, but some of them are like, there's so much I'm doing it, guys. He goes, there's so much hold on.
You're gonna make yourself vomit.
Stop. There's so much bad in the best of us and so much good in the worst of us, but it ill behooves any of us to talk about the rest of us. That is the key. Okay, gross. So, but there's so much bad in the best of us and so much good in the worst of us that it ill behooves. It's unnecessary for the rest of us to talk about the rest of us.
Yes.
Is that a good poem or is that gross? Or did he steal that from some poet?
No, I mean, it's pretty Hallmark. They could put that on a card.
See, I need, this is what I mean about just filling my empty hole of intelligence of somebody that says, no, this would have been paid really well for a Hallmark card. Yeah. That's
yeah.
There's so much, remember, Liz, there's so much, what's that one? You make your today and your tomorrow, whatever. What's that one? There's,
you have a better memory when it comes to that
here.
You're
here and you're an auditor.
It's upsetting.
What is going on?
I just found one for him to read. It's upsetting.
Oh, God. Okay.
Is it the Lost or Stone Age religion?
Stone Age religion.
Well, first of all, somebody block confident. Yeah. Hold on, guys. Wait. Somebody block Confident Chris. It's on your channel, probably, Liz. Again.
I mean, this version of Confident Chris has no imagination. It's completely interpolated.
Yeah, block that bitch.
Yep.
Ban
Well, the
that
question is, someone wants to know if we spit or swallow. I like to chew my food. I like to
Okay,
spit out
so-
dumbasses.
bitch. So, was that you, Liz? Did you spit them out? Did you get them out of your motherfucking mouth?
I did. And
Okay, good.
today was amazing. In case none of you got to see, I did get a little mad, but don't come for me when I'm wearing my Air Force Ones.
Yeah, don't
When
do
you're
it.
wearing Fila's.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, that's all I wanted to say.
Yes.
Okay.
Don't
and,
test.
And now Selfless is going to read this disgusting shit.
It's
And
very
now
upsetting.
from the desk of Elron Ambertooth Hubbard. Stone Age religion on a delicate diet of virgin. The image resplendently dined with ogle eyes, smiling like a sturgeon, and populace kindly inclined.
Dined on virgin. I got I see my
Like a
safety
They don't
sturgeon.
mind on virgins.
Like a sturgeon.
Nobody
feels
wants
unsafe.
a toaster.
Animal being inclined for a sturgeon to dine on a virgin. Like a sturgeon.
Touched for the very first time.
Yeah, that marching song for protesters. Get out.
Yeah.
We'll be using this.
He's beautiful.
Aww.
He's a beautiful loser.
She did also get the marriage hat by Mary
Yeah,
Sue
the marriage
Hubbard.
hat.
I mean, that book.
That's
They
upsetting.
pulled that off the shelves, right? That's not taught. They disowned that
Mary-
one, right?
They pulled that off the shelves because she got caught. Had she
Right.
not got caught, then nobody would have done anything. But yeah.
Okay. But so you're still meant to kind of go by those rules. Like the rules stand, all the
Yeah,
recommendations.
rules stand. Missionary's missionary. Don't do anything but missionary.
right. You know, for procreative purposes only. No fun, no adventure, no spice, all mayonnaise.
Ken, thank you so very much, Ken's channel. It was a pleasure meeting you today. And thank you so very much for sending the clips to Natalie. I'm 10. Nice.
This is
Yeah, you were killing it. You were
Yeah,
killing
that's
it out
awesome.
there today.
That really does help out.
Awesome.
Like anybody who makes clips and sends them in to Natalie show is awesome.
Yes.
So
Yes,
we
she's
can't
on
do it.
She's
Please,
on
guys,
it because
clip
we're
it,
on
clip
it
it,
for
clip it.
her. Yeah, I love that you said that, Jay.
Yeah,
That's
clippity
so
clip, and then we you know, I'm just gonna keep stealing Pearl's information. Get back in your cult.
it's such a satisfying one. It's so satisfying.
Yeah, they do run around the place.
And they will get in the cult. That's the best part.
Oh, Blake, thank you.
Shut your door.
Right?
Very
I
fine.
did love screaming. Hey, it's almost 2:00, guys. It's almost 2:00. You got it. You got to speed this up. You you got 45 minutes. 45 minutes. You better get someone in this building. Regis, let's go.
That's right.
Come on, Regis.
It's going to be rice and beans, y'all.
Liz,
We
did
know
you
how their
see
day
that?
ended.
Did you see that I pulled up? Somebody gave you like 20 memberships or something. Did you see that? I just wanted you to not see that.
Yeah, this Carrie.
Hell yeah.
Okay, fine, whatever. Bye.
Hell yeah.
Thank you, Carrie. That's my toots.
That's freaking badass.
I love
And
that
that's
laugh
scary.
right
That
there.
is
That's the laugh.
wonderful.
Mhm.
That's scary.
I love it.
Yep, you got to. You just got
All right, my sugar plums. Are we just having too much fun? I mean, at this point, you have to be paying $50 memberships to be still in the chat.
That's
If
right.
we're gonna keep this going. And until then, I feel like we should just end it off, right? Until people are having their $50. No, it's not memberships. It's when we're live. Oh, you have to pay $50 to come into the stream.
Ooh, yeah, that's right. That the
I
cover
was
charge
like, why are we starting a
Pay-per-view.
for this club.
Are we doing toes?
Go.
I don't know. I'm
Is
just gonna start doing it. Can't come into the stream unless you
Only
Are we
toes.
doing only Scientos?
only sign toes.
Only F Scientos.
Only the toes.
F.
What is that?
Requested a few times.
What?
That's a winner.
Right?
Okay.
It is
We
awesome.
got a request.
It's a nail
Wait.
polish color too.
What
And
was
it's got
the
That is so
wow,
vibrant.
F sign toe. This
Mhm.
is excellent.
Yep. That's all from
Ready?
KK.
Hold on, Laura.
Okay, Liz, what? What's
Go.
the request?
Oh, sorry. Can't hear.
What? Wait,
Yes.
go in for closer.
Oh, hell
Selfless.
yeah!
Selfless going closer. Right there. Right there,
That looks
guys.
awesome.
And Pearl, come in more. Come, my lady. Come. Nice.
Yeah,
Look
that's
at
perfect.
that shit.
Sugar, baby.
Upside down and inside out. We're about to show all you folks
Oh my
what
God,
it's
that
all
was
about.
the 69 of
Time for
swirls.
SPD TV to get on the mic and make Laura's party fun. We're taking it back to the old school because
It's
we're
all
old schools
about-
at the Viper Room. So if you want to get down, May 4th is the way. 8 p.m. Don't be late. Okay, guys.
You muted.
That is so rude. I literally said a million beautiful things.
But it was just the end, though.
That's so annoying.
Yeah, just
So annoying.
for 2 seconds you were muted.
I know, but I was like, go. Where did I end? Where did you last hear?
At the Viper Room, 8 p.m. Don't be late.
Perfect. So I was basically done.
Yeah.
Now we
Are you
just
guys-
gotta.
Are you guys happy if we leave?
I mean, it's great. This has been wonderful.
I'm not gonna lie, I might do a little busking outside Big Blue tomorrow afternoon
Sweet.
and sing some
Busk
tunes
it up.
and remind people.
That's right.
Hey, everybody, do your. There we go. Love you guys. Learn it and love it. Where's Selfless Elf's horns? Selfless
Oh,
Elf,
my horns.
we need your horns.